Yeah.
What advice do the two of you have for somebody who may be sitting in, Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, they may be in Grenada, Trinidad, like somebody who may be sitting there thinking, I don't know if I really want to go to Africa, because there's still people who have
Mm-hmm.
apprehension.
Mm.
What would you tell them to kind of release that apprehension and make them see that it's a viable place to come, even if they're not coming to live, even if they
Mm-hmm.
just come to visit? What kind of advice would you give based on your experiences?
Well, my first thing is my first touchdown in Ghana and touchdown in Gambia was so like Jamaica.
I hear a lot of people say that.
It was so like Jamaica. There was nothing in Gambia. It's a little bit different in terms of food wise, but you come to Ghana and there's nothing different in Ghana
Yeah. When
than
I
there's
went to Jamaica,
Jamaica.
I saw a lot of similarities in Jamaica
Exactly.
with Ghana as well.
Very,
Yeah.
very similar.
Yeah.
But you have to come and experience it.
Yeah.
From I can tell you from my experience, but they say you have to push your foot in the water to test the water,
Mhm. Mhm.
you know.
Mhm.
So I would advise them come and see,
Yeah.
come and see for yourself
Yeah.
that where there's no monkeys running around trees and there's no babies with little sort of flies on the end of their mouths.
Mhm.
This is so much like the Caribbean,
Mhm.
so much like the Caribbean, and it's lovely and peaceful. People are lovely. It's just wonderful.
Yeah.
We are sitting here now, and if you're in the West Indies, the same sunshine that you have, the same
Heat.
peaceful and same heat. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It is a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Yeah.
It is. So I would advise them to just come.
Yeah.
Put your toe in the water and see.
Mhm. Now, with all of the positive things, what are some of the challenges that you would tell people to expect? Like, if you want to name three challenges they should expect, because one thing that I'm really big on is I love to show the positivity and talk
Hmm.
about the great things, but I
Yeah,
also want to mention to people challenges that they may need to prepare for, because sometimes
Yeah,
yeah,
people come and then they're shocked.
yeah.
yeah.
So it's good to know that there may be challenges if they decide to come. What are, like, let's
Well,
say your top three that you think people should
well,
be prepared?
I think people should be prepared for the fact that um, the infrastructure of the country isn't as strong as it could be sometimes. So you'll find that there's sometimes the issues with the light.
Yeah, the light issue in some
Hmm.
places. Yeah,
That's a reality that
yeah,
you have to
Hmm.
make provision for. So if you're coming here to stay, for example, you have to be prepared to invest in your own power system, like get
hmm,
solar.
yeah,
I mean, we
Hmm.
have sun,
Yeah.
12 months of the year more or
yeah,
less. So if you can invest in solar, that will help
yeah,
Hmm.
your whole situation. Also, um, the banking system is an issue. Getting
Mm.
money in and out of the country is not
not
Mm.
easy.
is not simple.
Yeah,
Mm.
Especially getting money out.
It's not
yeah, getting money
straightforward.
in is easier than getting it
Yes,
out.
Yes.
getting
Yes,
money,
Yeah.
yeah,
getting money in because of course they want you to bring your money, but to get it out, to send it to family and so on and so forth, it's very difficult. It's
yeah.
Mm.
very difficult, and that's an
Or is it
issue.
and it's a cost? Like, you can
Oh, it's
wire transfer
very,
through
yeah,
banks
expensive.
if you have a bank
It's very
account, but it's
expensive.
Yes.
very
It's very
expensive.
expensive.
Yeah, but
It's very
using
expensive.
like Western Union, Money Mart, like they don't have an
No,
option for Africa, for Ghana specifically
No.
to
no,
to send money out.
Yeah.
send
Yeah,
money out.
No.
So,
None at all.
and that has an effect on doing business. If you're
it really
Mhm.
coming here and
does.
want to
Mhm.
do business,
Yeah,
you know that is definitely definitely an issue. So to me, those are the main two issues. There's a language issue as well. It helps if you learn one of the local language. I mean, we've been struggling to learn for so long
Learning a
now.
language is never easy.
It's very difficult.
Particularly if you're not bilingual.
Especially older in life.
Yes.
I think people who are teenagers and move
Yeah.
here, because I know people who've moved with their children,
Yeah.
and if they're teenagers, they're in school, their friends are speaking it, they kind of pick it up
Yeah.
a lot faster than when you're already a
Yeah.
full-fledged adult.
But I think that one of the issues is that because English is the more or less the official language
Yes.
anyway, so it doesn't force you,
to learn it.
because most people speak English, but
Yes.
I think we miss so much
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
don't know the local language,
Mhm.
so it would be good if there was some a more structured approach. When people come in, there were places that they can go to learn certain things about the country and get them acclimatized.
Yeah.
I think that would be a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
thing for people.
Yeah.
Anything to add from you? Or are you good with what he said?
Oh, I'm good with what he says,
Okay.
but I think the electric is a problem, water is a problem. I think basically my thing is, if you're coming to Ghana, particularly Ghana, I mean, I don't know about any other African country. Once you start getting involved in the nitty gritty of things, the officialdom.
Yeah.
Once you start getting involved in officialdom, that's when your frustration starts.
Yeah.
Because nothing is straightforward.
Right.
That you just go and you fill a form and you get the service that you require.
Yeah.
You have to go and come about
Yeah.
6 times
Yeah.
before you get the service you require, and that can be very frustrating.
Yeah.
Holiday
Yes.
mode, you come,
Yes.
go, you have a great time.
Yeah.
You're not experiencing some of the challenges
Exactly.
we talk about. Especially if
Yeah.
somebody coming on holiday might be staying in a hotel or in an Airbnb that has the provisions
All the
of
facilities,
light
yeah.
with a generator and other things that may be challenges that they
Yeah.
won't see as much because it's just maybe a 2-week or 3-week holiday and then
Yeah.
they're gone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So
the other thing is road.
the
The
bad roads in
roads
some places, a lot of
Is
places.
So.
Oh,
She said so many
so
times.
many times, eh?
Because that's how frustrating it is for
It is,
me
Yeah.
in
it is.
particular.
Yeah.
I find that very frustrating because I drive and I now refuse to drive on the roads. I
Yeah.
refuse to drive, so I
Yeah.
leave the driving to my husband, to his frustration.
Well, sometimes I'm glad she leaves it to me in a way, because if she didn't, she'd mash up the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's the thing with the roads.
Yes,
your car gets
the roads
a lot of
is
damage.
damaged
I
very
tell
very
you.
You
quickly.
constantly have to do work,
Yes.
so that's something to think
There are
about
That's
certain
right.
areas where taxis refuse to go
Yeah.
because they know the road is
because
bad.
the road is bad. So only motorbikes can go
Yeah.
there. And that needs
Yeah, so
immediate-
they need
that
to
needs
sort
immediate.
out the road. Government need to sort out the road because you cannot rely on the residents, because in some area the residence is sort of dotted.
Yes, they're putting money together,
Yes.
and then they pave
Yeah.
in front of their house.
Exactly.
So then in front of their house is nice, and then you go somewhere else, and then it's
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
it's
yeah.
nice another part,
Oh.
then it's bad. Yeah.
So something needs to be done in that sense, in relation to that. And I must say, we went to Jamaica about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
We went to Jamaica we stayed about 5 weeks, 6 weeks there. And when I came back and drove up my road, I decided, look, I'm going back to Jamaica. I did. I said, I've had enough of this road. 18 years and the road is still the same.
Yeah.
But then when you think of all the pros and cons of here and pros and cons of Jamaica, I think I'm in a better place.
Yeah.
But all in all, we have not regretted being here.
No.
I think
no.
every day we sort of get up and we go outside and we really thank God, because the other day we got a whole bucket full of mangoes, a whole bucket full of huge mangoes. And it sort of came to me, in Jamaican mango season, it says you wash your pot and turn it down. So I was ready to wash my pot and turn it down.
During mango season.
I love mangoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Ghana is a very peaceful country. The people are not generally violent people. They're very let's say diplomatic. I mean, in Jamaica, one of the things we took from Ghana was Anansi, the Anansi stories.
Yes.
In Jamaica, we have Anansi stories now. This is where Anansi comes
Starts from
Yeah.
Now, if you know Anansi will never try to use violence against you. If Anansi wants something from you,
He's cunning.
he's trying to outsmart you. He will not come and, you know, aggressive and take what you have. They will come and he will try and outsmart you and I think in a way that sums up the characteristics of this country, in the sense that there isn't the people are not violent, but they will more try to outsmart you. So when you come, you really have to learn the rules of the game very quickly. Very quickly. Because if you don't, then you and your money will part
Company very quickly.
very quickly. Because you come up against some very clever people, some very smart people.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're not even smart. They're just persistent. And,
Yeah.
and you know, just to get rid of them, you say whatever. And then you end up, you know, spending more money than you thought you would. So you really, when you come, there's a learning curve. I mean, everywhere you go, every new country, every new place you go to, there's a learning curve that you have to go through in order to get a feel and an understanding of the environment, right? But here, the learning curve is very steep, and you need to learn very quickly.
Well, I love hearing your experiences here in Ghana, and it's great that you're involved with the Caribbean Association here, the Ghana Caribbean Association.
Caribbean Association.
If somebody wants to get in touch, how do they do that?
Okay, so we have a website at www.garcarib.org.
Okay.
And
GACarib.org.
Yes.
So GHACARIB.org.
CRIB.org. Yes. And we have also have an email address. It's info@garcarib.org. So I think those are the quickest way of contacting us. We do have a phone number, which I haven't brought it with me. But I mean that is more for like mobile money transfers. I mean, you could ring that number, and our secretary probably won't answer. But we also have a Facebook page through which you can contact us. A lot of people use that.